So one of my guy friends gave me permission to make a Hinge account for him because I was telling him how easy dating is with dating apps. And he was telling me that it's incredibly difficult. And I was like, Pete, you must be doing something wrong. And he gave me permission to create an account for him and just run the account. I've been a virtual boy for 3 days. And I've never felt this bad about myself. I feel like a freaking loser trying to get these girls to like me. And I'm starting to hate women. Because I'm like, when I say I mean Pete, because that's the account I'm using. Pete's about a 6. But I'm so desperate, I'm liking the 2s and the 3s. And even they won't like me back, Pete, which is a 6. So what level of delusion has entered women's heads? Like, what is going on? It is so difficult dating as a boy. I hate it. I'm on day 3 of being a boy, and I hate women, and I'm more depressed than ever.
This is exactly what men have been saying for years about dating apps. Because first off, it is very rare for men to even get matches, especially matches with women that they are actually physically attracted to. And that is not because men are swiping only on supermodels, like they're only swiping on 10s. They are swiping right on a variety of women, just as long as they think that they could be attracted to her. But ladies, you have to understand that even when men find matches, it is very rare for them to have an actually good conversation. Because usually you ladies are really dry texters and you will just ghost them oftentimes. So yeah, men have been complaining about this for the longest of times. Which is why if you're a woman that is interested in a man off of a dating app, all you have to do is to show a little bit of effort. If you do that, that man is going to double down on the effort and the energy that he spends on you. He's going to pursue you and most likely be everything that you want him to be. It is like a no-fail way to end up with a boyfriend.
Women on dating apps, can you explain this to me? I don't get it. When I'm swiping through and I see a picture and there's 2 girls and one's really attractive and then the other one, and I know if I scroll to the next picture which one you are, what's the strategy? Like, what's this? Am I supposed to be like, oh, thank God you're not the hot one? What is, it's like I'm taking crazy pills. I mean, why is that your strategy?
What's the matter? Are you upset that Aaron's not texting you back? You know the guy that you've been talking to on Tinder, Aaron?
Are you talking about?
He's not texting you back. Why do you think he's not texting you back, huh?
What are you talking about?
The guy that you've been talking to on Tinder, Aaron, you know?
What do you mean, Aaron?
The one that you had a date scheduled with him tonight, but he hasn't texted you back? Is it not ringing bells?
What the are you saying?
I'm Aaron. That's what I'm saying. I'm Aaron. I've been talking to you this whole time. And you thought that you were going to go on a date with him tonight? Aren't you upset now? You wish...
Psycho.
How am I...
Fucking psycho. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you.
You're over here catfishing me? Really?
Yup.
You think that's... What is that supposed to achieve?
It lets me know that my girlfriend is a cheater. That's what you are, a cheater. We've been together for 6 years.
I hope that it also lets you know that I'm unhappy and you treat me like...
I don't treat you like... I do everything for you.
You treat me like... You never talk to me. When is the last time we went on a date together? When's the last time you got me flowers? When's the last time that you treated me like I was your girlfriend instead of a roommate?
I take you on a date like every week. What are you talking about?
No, you don't.
You're a cheater.
No, you don't.
We're done.
My girlfriend just got a job as a cart girl on a golf course. And she came home the other day, told me she accidentally gave a guy her number. How does that happen? You know, how did that happen? She goes, well, he cornered me, and I felt forced into giving it to him. I go, okay, yeah. Well, tell me, where exactly are the corners on a golf course? Not too many open fields with sharp angles. She goes, well, Dane, you don't know what it's like to be a woman in this country. I said, according to every bully I had, yes, I do.
And if I ask for a back massage, I want it to only be a back massage.
Okay.
I'm serious.
Yeah,
a good one.
Yeah, well, if I got time to do all that.
No. We're laying in bed watching TV, and I want a good masseuse-level back massage without you thinking anything else is going to happen.
Mm.
I need that.
I'll attempt it.
You've tried it and failed.
When he asks for dinner, he wants it to only be dinner. Michelin star level dinner, no yapping and no gossip about your coworkers. See, two people can play at this.
I love when they think like it doesn't matter. Like, oh, college. It's just like, and you know why? Because they delete. They say to themselves, well, that one doesn't count. No, that doesn't count. College, okay, senior year doesn't count. I was kind of like feeling like depressed. Just different. It wasn't just, that didn't happen, right? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas crap, right? Meantime, they can't pair bond. They're all damaged. They're feeling, they don't even understand that the love are supposed to go together. They wind up being more likely to cheat on you and stray because they've lost their essence. It's a hot mess.
I'm married. That's what's relevant to me.
That's what's relevant to you?
Yeah.
When did you get married?
Approximately 3.5 years ago, almost 4 years ago.
What would you rate me on a scale from 1 to 10?
Like hotness?
Everything, overall.
Overall, hold on. He's a 10.
Can I get a kiss on the cheek?
Any guy who does this is an idiot, right? No guys watching my show are doing this. We know that.
After I said I would require a deposit to take me on a date to cover my date preparation costs, I'm now working with an app developer to make this a reality. This is actually happening. We are building the app. I'm not even exaggerating when I tell you this is the best dating app you have ever seen, because there is a clear difference here where the woman can set the deposit rate and the man can pay for her date preparation costs. So as a woman, you're going to walk into the date already so happy, and that's going to lead to a better date and a better connection, and that gives the man a better chance of succeeding in courting you.
If he has to do all that, I would like to know, what does she have to do? Does she have to be polite? Does she have to be respectful? Does she have to be grateful? I want to know. In fact, let me fix your app, honey hon. Let me fix your app. Guys have to do all these things that you decided, right? In return, you have to do all of these things that they want. Otherwise, they get a refund.
Now that I know better, why not spread the knowledge? Most men suffer in silence, and they won't really tell you what they need. But don't worry, I'll tell you. Okay, so this is something that I did not do correctly in my first and only marriage. I did not express enough appreciation for my husband, for the things that he did for our family. Like, I appreciated it, but I was a stay-at-home mom at the time, and we had 6 kids, so I was overwhelmed with my responsibilities, and I just saw it as, you know, that's his role, and he just has to do it, and that's what it is. And that's how I felt about my role as well. But I didn't realize at the time, in the same way that women need to feel loved, a man deeply desires to feel appreciated. He needs to feel needed and appreciated to feel fulfilled in the relationship. I just think we as women, we can do better. We can be better. So I'm sharing this, and hopefully it'll help someone.
Make me watch this video together.
A black woman ordered 3 takeout meals for her 3 children on her first date with a man and asked him to pay the bill. The man cleverly dealt with the woman. The man and the woman met through a dating app and agreed to meet at a restaurant for their first date. The man said he was happy to go and expected a normal dinner. However, once they sat down, the woman immediately ordered 3 separate takeout meals for her children and told the man she expected him to pay for everything. Instead of refusing right away, the man responded calmly. He suggested that she order even more food so she would not have to cook the next day. The woman appeared pleased by the suggestion and added several expensive items to the order. While they waited for the food to be prepared, the man excused himself and said he needed to use the restroom. Instead, he walked out of the restaurant, got into his car, and left without paying the bill.
What I'm talking about! That's why he's leaving me! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
What the f is wrong with the men here? Why do they have no desire? Why do they not know how to appreciate a good-looking woman?
Serious question for my mans out there. Why are you guys not approaching women? What is that about? What is that about? I have seen so many hot guys lately, and we make eyes, we exchange the look, we have the look, and then there's nothing else. I'm like, are you gonna come approach me?
Guys not making a move anymore is so frustrating because...
So every morning on my run, I pass the same guy. He's out walking his dog. Sometimes he's with his young son. Sometimes he's not. But every morning, I say, good morning. Hey, man, what's going on? And every morning, he ignores me. This morning, flat out ignores me. This morning, I guess I passed by his house. He's coming out of his front walk. I'm passing by. We're closer than we've ever been, like 5-6 feet apart. And I say, hey man, good morning. Doesn't look at me, totally ignores me.
Obviously, as a woman, would like the men to approach me. But nowadays, it hasn't been happening. Feels like the roles have been switched. Men are expecting women to approach them and be the first one to make the move.
Last year, I saw so
Bro, what?
Black women try to solve a problem in dating
Is that really happening though? Is that really happening?
by starting to host events in person, trying to create third spaces to facilitate dating like offline. And you know what would happen every single time? The men,
You know, and I'm looking at the clip where, Jedediah is kind of reviewing it, and she was going through and talking about this is a thing that I'm doing where I want men to pay a deposit for the ladies. First of all, if you're gonna have men paying a deposit for these women, these better be some of the best looking women that I've ever seen in my whole entire life. I mean, they better be drop dead gorgeous. Like, you can't find these women anywhere. Like, they were grown in a lab somewhere in Scandinavia. I don't know, just an Amazon goddess is what they better be for me to be putting down money like that. Like, this is a collector's item. That's first and foremost. Second of all, I find it funny that, well, I guess, if you got money, then people gonna take your money, gonna be like, yeah, it's a stupid idea, but I'm getting paid for it. I was gonna say, who's entertaining this? Which app developer is getting on board and saying, yeah, this sounds like a great idea. Let's go ahead and make this. Let's go ahead. This app is something that I would love to be a part of. But like I said, once again, if you're paying the money, the idea could be as stupid as you want it to be, I'm guessing. And they're still going to pay for it. I mean, they still going to take it because, it's a stupid idea, but she's paying the money. She want to waste her money, that's her business.
So we have an update on the proud misandrist who says that women should cheat on men because all men can afford to be cheated on. Yeah, so she followed that up by doubling down and asking this question.
Is it the man's reaction to being cheated on that you're afraid of? Is it his?
I responded like so. I said, oh, I'm worried his feelings will be hurt. And I'm also worried that your more extreme and radical takes discredit all the valid work you claim to do advocating against real issues. I've purchased 3 books from Black authors this month. I know that last part seems random, but she said at the end of her video that the only way she'll take any opinion seriously is if we show receipts that we support Black people. Anyway, she says, cheating is extreme to you. Have you seen what they do to us? To which I said, no, your take on cheating is extreme. I have. I've actually been knifed repeatedly and almost by a man. Then dozens of other men ensured he was taken care of and punished, helped me recover, and supported me. I would not want to hurt a man who didn't hurt me just because someone else did. There are also so many other flaws in her worldview, so let's point them all out. First of all, if a woman cheats on a man with another man or several other men, then all she's doing is sexually gratifying more men, therefore serving and centering more men, which seems anti-misandry. So you're pretty bad at this. Next, you claim here that your business, because yes, this is all being posted from a business page, is a safe space for people, but per your own misandrist views, that can't possibly be true. Because you say that all men are bad because they are conditioned since birth to be bad. So even if a person who is assigned male at birth transitions into a woman, they have still spent their formative years being socialized and conditioned the same way every other man is. So per your own worldview, you are supposed to hate women. And if a person who was assigned female at birth transitions into a man, then you are invalidating their identity by not hating them as much as you would every other man and denying them the gender euphoria of experiencing your complete misandry. Now, her absolutely unhinged takes would be pretty easy to ignore. However, there's one more criticism that I have for her, which is the fact that in every single video, she keeps saying that we need to show receipts for ourselves supporting Black women, which she totally does, even though she never shows us receipts of that. And you really need to hear this. Stop using people of
color as your meat shield to defend your horrible, hateful takes. This whole co-opting of other demographics' adversities by liberal white women every time they're cornered is honestly an epidemic. I cannot believe that you are claiming to be an ally while using black women as your sword and shield to defend your bigotry. I do not know what is going on with this "I'm not like the other white women, I'm different" pick-me act, but you only have one thing right here. You're not like the other women. You're worse, and we don't claim you.
Immediately after I told Rowan that I wanted to break up with her, she began threatening to post about me online, and even began attempting to blackmail me into having sex with her again. I don't know what you want me to say to you. I just want to move on from our relationship. We'll break up.
No, you won't, because I'm going to make it hard for you to ever be in a relationship.
Why?
Because you don't deserve one.
Why?
Because you're a piece of... Like, do you think we'll ever be able to see each other?
After the way these conversations have gone today, I really don't think so.
Why?
Because you're like threatening to blackmail me.
I'm not. Well, if you don't come see me, then I will.
The Turkey Tom allegations are some of the falsest false allegations I've ever seen. Turkey Tom is a commentary YouTuber who was recently accused of some heinous things by his most recent ex-girlfriend named Rowan. And even though I've enjoyed Tom's content, I was willing to unsubscribe forever, except for the fact that he completely debunked everything. Let's go over it. Tom provides receipts that she was the one who wanted to film, and he was the one who was actually paranoid about it. But when he finally consented, she was the one who always held the camera and was making eye contact with it. Also, I censored these text messages, but yes, they are both white, and she is using the N-word. And when it comes to sharing those videos, the only person who did that was Rowan, who sent them to the owner of Kiwi Farms, a man she's never met. Next, she accuses Tom of being too rough, but he shares some of the most unhinged texts I have ever seen, where she is clearly the one interested in rough endeavors, even wanting to call it that, which he does not like, and repeatedly asks her to stop, to the point that she asks if he was mad at her, and he was. She even says that she wants to start fights with him to try to get him angrier at her during these interactions. It honestly feels like she spent the entire relationship trying to bait him into making her a victim, and he refuses at every opportunity. The next claim she makes is that Tom encouraged her disordered issues with eating, which would be horrible if that was true. But Tom once again brings the receipts showing that he basically did the exact opposite of that, telling her to drink protein to put on more weight, saying he would still like her if she did gain more weight, reacting to pro-ED content with "that is a sickening image," and she accuses him of trying to get her into age play by buying her Hello Kitty pajamas. This one's probably the easiest to debunk, because not only is Hello Kitty a perfectly fine adult interest, but Tom is also easily able to prove that she has a history of simply expressing that she likes Hello Kitty. Also, Rowan sent this picture of her room, and if you don't know what that movie poster is, don't Google it, just to know that Rowan is very weird for having that up. There's actually a lot more to this. You can watch Tom's full video here, but just wow. Honestly, Tom is very lucky. Because he had those receipts and happens to have a very massive supportive fan base, I don't think his life will actually be ruined. But if this happened to an average guy, especially one who doesn't save texts, these would be life-destroying accusations. I think we can learn a lot from Tom here. I don't want to victim blame, but he probably should have broken up with her several red flags ago. But at the same time, I don't really think that there was any timeline of the breakup where Rowan would not have done this. And this is so incredibly frustrating, because these kinds of false accusations don't just harm the accused, but also every real victim who already faces so much scrutiny and disbelief when they come forward. I personally believe that Rowan should face jail time for this, and she's certainly lost the right to complain about not being believed about things in the future. I have a lot more I could say about this, but in closing, Rowan is a terrible person, Tom got incredibly lucky, and everyone else, stay safe out there.
Here's an example of what happens when you state an opinion without putting all the pieces together. Listen close.
The reason why I say internationals is because the only people that argue about 50-50 are Americans, quite literally. I went to school with, when I say internationals, I mean Dominicans, Hispanics, Somalian, Haitian, and literally they were all on the same page.
You were so close to the point there, sis, but you missed it, so let me help you out. A lot of these international cultures are not arguing about 50-50 because some of them are still arguing about women's rights. Let's talk about the cultures that you mentioned. Dominicans. The Dominican Republic has one of the highest rates of femicide in Latin America. You think that has nothing to do with their culture? Or even the Somalis, who typically marry their children off at 18 or before and never offer those young girls a formal education? You think that doesn't bleed into their culture even after they move to the US? And I don't say this to other cultures, truly. I say it so that American women realize that we are having the 50-50 conversation because financially we're keeping up with men. And that is a privilege. I know that y'all don't like it because you want men to pay for everything, but at the end of the day, being able to go 50-50 with a man is a privilege that American women have. And instead of being happy about all of the rights and opportunities that we have, you just want to complain. To state this plainly, a lot of these other cultures are not having the same conversation because they're more misogynistic than American culture. And you should be grateful for that. But but instead you want to complain. So go do what those men in the comment section told you to do and find you an international man.
Ooh. AK mommy, tag me in.
They're gonna have to tag somebody in because that commenter blocked me.
She is very embarrassing. Very embarrassing.
I'm embarrassing? To who?
I presented several arguments. She never answered any of them. She didn't.
Well, that's because I never watched the video.
And she also stated bigotry against men. So get the out of here. Get the out of here.
Is anyone else getting the feeling that they don't know what the word bigotry means?
So you're worried about men's feelings. You're worried about how men view us. You're worried about how we speak out against the things that men do.
I always find it amusing when someone tries to tell me what they think I'm worried about. But if you really want to know what I am worried about, it's narratives like, this is you, right? Talking about reducing the entire male population simply because you don't like them. Now that's embarrassing.
We know what men will do when they have unchecked power. They will harm, they will lose, and they will lie. So when I say thin the herd, I mean thin the herd. Because the only way to get rid of such an oppressive or oppressor is by making sure that they don't even come into existence. I said what I said.
Yeah, they said what they said. And that is what's really embarrassing.
I think a lot of women don't understand that, and their dynamic between a man and themselves, that they're takers a lot of the time. So that's another reason I don't want to hang out with you, because I'm always in the red when I'm hanging out with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not even like a pleasurable experience like that. Like, goddamn, I always got to spend. I always got to, you know what I'm saying? Like, one thing that would make me look at a woman is like different is her willingness to try to save me money.
Yes,
now,
sir.
So like, I give you an example. Like, we go out and be like, how much that is?
You ain't gotta get that. Yeah.
I was like, I may still get it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you go. We live. We turn up.
I done made a mental note.
Because she's considerate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I made a mental note.
Yeah.
She with me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So I her.
Yeah.
But when you just cool, run that shit up. Run it up. Then you're not really considerate of me, so I probably won't want to hang around you that much. Like, you know what I'm saying? After a little bit, I'm expecting you to try to be a little bit considerate of me.
Come on now.
Like,
you your fifth lemon drop? Your fifth lemon drop?
You gonna mud like that?
I went to the liquor store. I could have got you your bottle.
Exactly. And then the illest of it is, because we know financially, it's just stupid. It's not about somebody being broke. It's just stupid. Like, we could really, if you really just want to drink, we could really just get a bottle.
Come on.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Why are we getting $20 drink, $20 drink, $20 drink? We done already bought the bottle.
You know, I really just watch clips like this and stupid is what it is. Just a stupid take. Idiots is what it is. Talking about thin the herd. I mean, who's actually more of a threat here? You're talking about the men are dangerous, but you're talking about this type of language is like I have a word in my mind, but I don't want to say it on YouTube. It you know, like basically like what Hitler was doing back in the day, right? That's basically what this sounds like from modern women, and they really don't understand how extreme they sound. Who would want to be around that? I guess if you look at it, septum ring theory strikes again. I guess that's what we have here. The theory is striking, and it's in full effect here. Just stupid stuff.
Is that the message? That this beautiful life I've built for myself, like it's just supposed to be me in it alone? Like, I know I have my dog and I love him so much, but like, I need love.
I feel like I've been feeling really like I'm in my own bubble, and like nobody knows I exist. And like, obviously I do have like my internet friends and everything, but like in the real world, I feel like I don't have anybody right now.
Like, I genuinely just want love in my life so badly. Truly, the only thing I'm missing in my life is someone to enjoy it with.
Bye. But no, let me calm down so I don't look all crazy. Just like these past few days, I've been feeling really like alone and antisocial. And I'm usually always like this, but these past days it's been like super like intense. And then I feel like I brought this upon myself because I feel like I push everyone out of my life, and then I complain that I don't have any friends, and
I'm so sick of waiting. Like, when is it going to be my turn? What more do I have to do to fix myself before I'm just allowed to be happy, before I'm allowed to meet this universe soulmate person that God supposedly has for me?
5 things I understand about men now that I really wish I had known earlier in life. And I'm hoping that these tips will help at least one woman open her eyes. Number 1 is respect. Respect is to a man what love is to a woman. If he doesn't feel respected, he's going to start pulling back efficiently for good. Number 2, a man's silence isn't peace. It's assessment. It means he doesn't feel safe enough to speak honestly. And when a man learns that his voice is going to cost him his peace, he's going to be silent altogether. Number 3, he is going to remember how you spoke to him long after he forgets what the argument was about. Your tone is important. You can apologize for the things that you say, but the moment you make your man feel like a little boy, that's going to leave a longer mark. Number 4, men don't always love out loud. They love through practical ways like showing up, consistency, by doing what needs to be done without announcements. Men are not about proclamations. If you want him to learn your love language, you have to be willing to learn his too. Number 5 is so important. When a man doesn't feel useful, he's gonna start feeling unnecessary. Men are wired for purpose. So if he doesn't feel needed or respected in a space, he's not gonna fight to stay there. Comment below and let me know which of the 5 tips resonate the most with you. 5 things I understand about men now that I really wish I had known earlier in life. And I'm hoping that these tips will help at least one woman open her eyes. Number 1 is respect. Respect is to a man what love is to a woman. If he doesn't feel respected, he's going to start pulling back efficiently for good. Number 2, a man's silence isn't peace. It's assessment. It means he doesn't feel safe enough to speak honestly. And when a man learns that his voice is going to cost him his peace, he's going to be silent altogether. Number 3, he is going to remember how you spoke to him long after he forgets what the argument was about. Your tone is important. You can apologize for the things that you say, but the moment you make your man feel like a little boy, that's going to leave a longer mark. Number 4, men don't always love out loud. They love through practical ways like showing up, consistency, by doing what needs to be done without announcements. Men are not about proclamations. If you want him to learn your love language, you have to be willing to learn his too. Number 5 is so important. When a man doesn't feel useful, he's gonna start feeling unnecessary. Men are wired for purpose. So if he doesn't feel needed or respected in a space, he's not gonna fight to stay there. Comment below and let me know which of the 5 tips resonate the most with you.
That boy Yayo, he either got a real problem some type of way, man. What do you mean? The way he came at me last night out of nowhere over jokes. I ain't never seen a 50-year-old grown man come at a nigga over some jokes. Talking about shooting and everything. Tony gonna shoot me. I ain't appreciate no old man talking about pulling no pistol on me. That's all that was.
What was the joke though?
What the joke 50 said last year, he said Vivica Fox licked his ass. And then he made a big thing about it, and I came back and asked him about it, and he said, yeah. Then I asked the crowd, any other nigga that had the ass licked? Nobody said nothing. And then the whole crowd started laughing. He was the only...
Oh, hell no, bruh. Hell no, dog. That's the joke. Yeah, yo, man. He pushed up on dog talking about, I don't appreciate that joke, dog. How you sitting up there talking about another licking 50 ass in front of his new what the fuck wrong with you? You ain't funny. The other comedian was funny.
I say, anybody else had their hand look? 50 had his hand up. Nobody else had their hand up. Not even Tony had his hand up. He didn't put his hand up.
The fact that 50 had his hand up, bro. He was with the he was with the shit. He don't give a fuck. Oh, bro. This is hilarious.
The reason that men think that you like them if you're nice to them is because they can't fathom being nice to somebody they don't like.
I have a hot take too, and I don't think that a lot of individuals are going to like it, especially if you agreed with the drivel that was just uttered. I'm feeling a little spicy today, so let's have some fun. So, there is a very common belief, because I have heard that particular idea uttered numerous times. There does seem to be a lack of originality out there on social media. Some just keep repeating the same things over and over again as if somehow doing so will make it true. But that is not exactly how truth works, but I digress. So, if you actually believe that most men are going to automatically think that a woman likes him just because she is kind to him, because naturally, in your opinion, you seem to think that men would never be kind to someone that they don't like, well, obviously you have not encountered a great many men in this world, especially those that have manners. Because manners do seem to be almost going extinct among a lot of individuals. But the average man that has the average amount of manners is going to also be kind to someone that they don't necessarily know, because that is called just being considerate. And a lot of women don't take this into consideration because they themselves lack manners.
Number one, you felt calm, but not the spark. You felt calm. Maynard, he's a good man.
Right.
He's a good man. So this is a guy from your past. When you say, I didn't feel the spark, but you felt calm, you felt relaxed, he felt and seemed very intentional, and you moved on and didn't find what you're looking for, and now it's 4, 5, 8 years after the fact, that was a sign that you
That was your him. That was your him.
Because remember, not all guys are going to bring that peace and calmness out of you.
Mm-mm.
So if he does, and because you don't feel the Hollywood, Disney World, social media spark that everybody tells you supposed to be there, you assume that you couldn't have grown into that. You couldn't have grown to appreciate him. You couldn't have grown to even really love him. But because you didn't feel that little, like you said, immature Disney World spark.
Butterflies, which is really nervousness. That's not, calm is good. Calm means safe.
Yes. Facts. Number 2, he treated you better than anyone before. I can't tell you how many ladies talked about, he did everything right. He treated me the best that I've ever been treated, and you still ain't with him. What the hell? You still
let him go.
There's never a dull moment when women consistently prove my point when I say that they are way more than men in regards to how they employ multiple tactics to try to destroy another woman, or in some cases, another man.
Women hate women, and I'll forever say that, okay? They're only girls when it benefits them or when they're supporting stupidity, but truly or deep down, they hate women. The moment you start disagreeing with them, they will find ways and means to tear you down, to hurt you in however way that they can.
For example, a girl with the septum ring, her sycophants leaving a negative review on my business page, So riddle me this, Batman. What is your point and your purpose of doing that? For me to go out of business? For me to fire my employees so they can't work and they can't provide for their family? For me to no longer be able to provide for my family and to be homeless? Because when y'all try to cancel people, y'all do it in such an extreme that it's like it makes you feel good. And this is why I say people who make being a victim an entire personality and identity are hurt people always hurt people. And y'all prove my point every day with this entire situation.
And you're really seeing what modern women do. They can't control their emotions and they can't control you. And so what they try to do naturally is figure out a way to hurt you, to take you down. That's essentially the same thing that they did with Kevin Samuels. Well, you know, we can't hurt him and we can't take him down. So when something befalls him, then we're going to celebrate it and all that other stupidity, right? Modern women are very immature. They're very immature emotionally, immature mentally, immature. They're mentally unstable, and all of the things. We see this every single day. And, you know, they're not above, which is essentially what they're doing is they're doxing somebody. Oh, I'm going to leave a review on your page. I never even seen the woman, never even met the woman in real life, never even caught a glance, never even been to the business, but I'm going to get on here and leave a review. I saw that on somebody else's page the other day. It was a dude, and he and his wife had actually broken up or divorced, and there were people leaving reviews on his page that have never even met the man. Oh, I don't recommend his content, You don't even know him. I mean, the man go out there and create a stunning masterpiece of a dish, and I don't recommend his content. What? What are you talking about? Stop doing stupid stuff.
When you go to work, you don't tell your boss how to supervise you. When you go to the nail shop, you don't tell the nail tech how to be a nail tech. When you go to a restaurant, you don't tell the owner how to run their business. So why is it that when you're in a relationship, you try to tell a man how to be a man? Why is it that when you're in a relationship, that the minute that a man does something that makes you uncomfortable, you're all of a sudden equating that to him being a bad person? Why is it that the minute that the smallest thing is off, you're ready to blow it all? The nail tech can mess up your nails. You probably gonna go back and see her. That restaurant could have messed up your order a little bit. You probably still gonna go back and eat that food. Your supervisor can piss you off every day. You're still going to show up for work. You're still not going to tell them how to do what they're in position to do. But why is it that your man that is supposed to be your leader, that you trust with your body and your energy, when he tells you things that are constructive criticism, why is it that you cannot listen? Why is it that you're combative? Why is it that you're making an argument? Why is it that you feel, oh, he's trying to change you? Change is good. Get uncomfortable. Y'all look at change like, oh my gosh, he's trying to change me to be this person. A man who cares about you is going to try to switch some stuff up. If he sees something that's off or sees something in you that you lack, he's going to guide you the right way. It's not always control. Sometimes take time out with that same trust you gave your body with to trust his word and follow his leadership. Hey, I'm just a messenger.
I am a single mom, and I have come to the conclusion that I'll never get married.
Let me preface this by saying that I am not anti-marriage. I think that you should make whatever decision for yourself and your life that you want. I'm just saying where I am and why I don't think that marriage is beneficial to me. In my mind and by my own experiences and calculations, the cons severely outweigh the pros when it comes to marriage as the woman and as the wife in a traditional marriage. The way that I see it, I would be losing out in every single aspect if I were to get married. The expectations for the work, the emotional labor, the mental load would all fall on me. And I know what you guys are going to say. Some men really do their part. Some men really da-da-da-da. Okay, that's fine. I feel like that's more the exception than the rule. And I'm not going to base me spending the rest of my life with somebody off of the few good apples there are amongst the pool of toxic men. When I think about what my ideal life looks like, it's literally the life that I'm living now as a single woman. My house is the way that I want it to be. I decorated the way that I want it to be. There's no mess that I didn't make in the house aside from my 5-year-old, but he's a 5-year-old, so I don't mind cleaning up his mess. He's a kid. I don't want to clean up after a grown man. I don't want somebody in my face every day asking me what's for dinner. I don't want the expectation that you're going to be folding me like a pretzel every night. I don't want to feel the responsibility of having a partner who has high expectations, but is not contributing an equal amount.
I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
And one of the reasons I can never date a man who's not more ambitious than me is because imagine asking a man what he did all day and he said nothing much, chilling. Meanwhile, I'm fighting a serious cold. My sinuses are messed up. My head has been hurting. And on top of that, severe cramps. All I wanted to do today was lay in the bed. But here I am, fully dressed, full glam, hair done, makeup done, dress on, 3 meetings, and I made multiple 4 figures today.
So you got up, put makeup on, went to 3 business meetings, and you think you're better than the guy who says, you know what? I'm going to take a chill pill today. I'm not really going to do much. He ain't qualified to date you if he's not more productive. So You had 3 business meetings today? He has to have 4 or more. You know, I've never heard a broke bitch come on the internet and says, I'm not productive enough, so he shouldn't date me yet. He should wait until I am more productive to date me. Instead, they sit on their lazy ass and wait for a successful, productive man to take care of them. But now when she's quote unquote leveled up, she can't date a man unless he's more productive than her. Not a lazy man, because he could be working, he could be doing it. No, that's not good enough. He has to be more productive than me.
What separates me as a misandrist from feminists is that my hot take is that you cannot cheat on men.
This has to be rage bait, right? No one could be that truly special.
It's not possible. Like, that doesn't exist. Cheating on men does not exist.
A person is probably wondering, how exactly does someone come to that conclusion?
Men cheat women out of joy and opportunity every single day of their lives like it's their job. They are conditioned from birth, and they have been conditioned for generations, like centuries and centuries, millennia. So there's no such thing as cheating on men.
What's really terrifying is that I believe they actually believe what they're saying. And what's even scarier is there are some that actually agree with these statements.
Say you're in a hetero relationship with a male, you can do whatever you want. It's not called cheating. It's not called cheating. You are barely even leveling the playing field. You are just fine.
And some women actually have the audacity to wonder where the phrase originated, 100 women versus accountability.
I want you to feel zero guilt because men aren't even capable of feeling guilt for like a shred of the shit they do to us.
After making statements like that, now who would ever dare question their credibility?
So yeah, hot take. Take it or leave it. Don't care. It's the truth.
The truth? Oh dear. What wonderful and dangerous times some individuals live in when they actually consider their own uninformed opinions to be the same as the truth.
All right. Any final questions between the two of you before we determine if we have a match?
It was commented that the outfit is teetering towards risque. I'm a fashion guy, so I have a level of tolerance, but I want to know if we would call this a 6 in a scale, 1 to 10 scale. This is a 6 for how revealing it is.
Okay.
On a normal basis and on your social media, where is the average?
I'm gonna keep it a buck, probably about a 6. This is probably as much as it gets. Yeah. You know what? I'll take it up a 7. Yeah.
So I'll let you decide. If you and I got to know each other better and decided to proceed, if I asked you to tone it down just a little bit, would that be a deal breaker for you or no?
Probably. Yeah. I want to wear what I want when I want.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Why did you break up? Why? Ask yourself that. Why did you break up? Instead of ruminating and focusing on the good times when you first met, because again, every relationship is going to have its great periods, right? But why did you break up is what you should be focusing on. You see, when a relationship ends, a lot of us tend to naturally think about the good times when things are wonderful and great, and that's fine. But the real person that broke your heart was the person that you looked at the very end of the relationship. That's a person you should be thinking about and reminding yourself whenever you go down these rabbit holes of nostalgia. Remind yourself of the real person that surfaced when they broke your heart. And why do you have to do this? Because it's the only way you're going to heal. That's it. Otherwise, you're going to continue to prolong this pain and this breakup for months and months longer than it has to. Focus on the reality of what actually happened and not what you thought was going to happen.
I was just dating a super nice guy for the last 3.5 years, and I cheated on him nonstop. I could never stop cheating on him.
With the guys who probably might be ruining the life.
Yeah, like everybody.
So he thought something real was going on, and she's using him probably because he was a doormat and doing it for her. And honey, what do you need? What can I do? Do you want me to work all day and also help you cook dinner and then clean up? And like, what else can I do? Do you need a foot massage? Right? One of these like crazy, like, let me just over the top. And so she cheated. And not once, left and right, guy after guy.
You go to the bus stop, you look down, there's no bus. The intelligent thing to do is
walk to the next stop. You get to the next stop, you look, you don't see a bus, you walk to the next stop. And sometimes you might make it to your destination before that bus comes. So what should you have done? Waited there and hoped and prayed that the bus was coming? Absolutely not. I'm going to keep going to the next stop. I'll look back. I'll see if there's any growth or change. No growth or change. I'm going to move on. I'm not going to wait around hoping and praying that a bus that I know should be in clear view is not there, and then maybe it'll just magically appear. Absolutely not.
I don't even like him for real because it's just he's too nice for me. Like, he don't hit me like my exes or nothing. Like, we can't fight or nothing. If I want to fight, he just walks away. Like, I just don't want him. And
you deserve to have the exact type of man that you want. You deserve the type of man that you've always dreamed of more than any woman in the world. And I pray to God that you get exactly the kind of man that you want and deserve. See, I thought I would say something. How do they make it so easy?
Well, Big Russ at it again this Thursday. Southside Lounge got Big Boogie coming. Big dude. He do that little dance thing. Yeah, everybody that rapping letter gonna be there except you. You ain't texting number. Text down here if you want to open up a Big Boogie.
This Thursday, Southside Lounge. Shout out to Big Russ dude. We outside, baby. Big dude. Let's get this.
Hey, man, we ain't gonna keep on giving y'all niggas these goddamn type of opportunities and y'all don't take advantage of it. So you better tap in. Big dude, Big Boogie. This Thursday, Southside Lounge, Big Russ. I don't know what else to tell y'all. If you rap, you're supposed to be there. If you rapping and letter, you're supposed to be there. Text the numbers. That ugly money.
And honestly, this is this is par for the course. These modern women, they sit up there with their toxicness. Well, I don't want a man that's healthy. I don't want a man that is going to do me right. I don't want a man that knows how to behave himself, knows how to control his attitude. I don't want a man that's disciplined. I really don't want any of that. But you will one day when you get tired of that man beating on you, power bombing you and power slamming you off the roof too many times. It's not going to be funny one day when that man decides to RKO you off the top of the steps. That's not gonna be funny. You know, that ain't gonna be something that's such a thrill at that point in time. But people then told you over and over again, leave that man alone. You don't want to be around that man. That man is dangerous. Oh, but I love the thrill. I love the chaos. No, you love being an idiot.